नरं चैव नरोत्तमं
देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरये हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. My humble pranams to all the assembled devotees. So today is the last session of Chatur Shloki Bhagavad Gita. Today we are going to discuss 10th chapter, shloka number 10 and 11. Tesham satata yuktanam Prajatam priti purvakam Dadami buddhi yogam tam Yena mamupayanti te Tesham satata yuktanam Prajatam priti purvakam Dadami buddhi yogam tam Yena mamupayanti te. So this shloka and next shloka explains the mercy of Krishna. So here it says Satata Yuktana, worshipping Krishna constantly, Priti Purvakam, with love and devotion, with affection. This is what we do. Then the next line says what Krishna will give us. Dadami buddhi yogam, I will give buddhi so that they can come to me. So first is to regularly fix our mind in bhakti. Even in our family life, leave away bhakti. Even in our family life, Kam, Krodh, Aham, these three things are very, very dangerous. Kama, Krodh, anger, and ego. Do we have anger? Everybody is. As per Ayurveda, we already discussed, 1 minute's anger will cut down 12 minutes worth of lifespan. Anybody has destroyed 12 minutes today? Okay, you don't get angry at all today. Okay, one person. 1 minute of anger will destroy 12 minutes of life. In Kali Yuga, we are supposed to live for 100 years. Who brought it down to 70? We ourselves. The moment we get angry, connection between the tongue and the brain will get cut. You must have felt this experience. Some kind of warmthness completely engulfs you, and it will not allow you to think when you are influenced by anger. Have you experienced? Some kind of warmthness, it will cover you, and it will influence you, and it won't, the relay of thoughts will get disturbed. The streamline of thoughts will get disturbed. You will say what you are not supposed to say. You will think what you are not supposed to think. And we do the mistakes knowingly. Yes, sir. We know this is wrong, but still we think. Sometimes we fight with the closest person in our life. At least for a split second we will think, how would be this person dies off? Have you ever thought like that? No. I'm sure some of you must have thought. Right? Anger makes a person blind. It will not allow you to think properly. The connection between the tongue and the brain will get cut. And the second aspect of anger. The first aspect of anger, it will reduce 12 minutes from your life. Some people may say, that's okay, 12 minutes only. But every day you will be cutting down 4-5 hours. Yeah. Then, second, the mind has a beautiful capacity to record negative things rather than positive things. For example, we are holding this session for 3 days. So many things we learned, so many things we heard. Imagine when you are going out. There is the Prabhuji standing. Name of the Prabhu who is sitting in the stairs. Prabhu. Last Prabhu, yeah. Swayam Prakash Prabhu. So, he takes attendance. Whoever has attended for 3 days. How does he takes an attendance? In India, you have seen if you cast a vote, what they will do? Put an ink, right? So he takes attendance. After 3 days, when you go back from the hall, he takes a pin and pricks you. That's how he counts. 1, 2, he counts. So 3 days session is over. You go back home. And if somebody is asking you, how was the 3 days session? Which one you will highlight? Yes or no? This is what we will, you know what happened? They gave food for everybody, but for me alone, they did not give proper. The mind has the tendency to register the negative. You would have forgotten all the things which you have heard for 3 continuous days. But you will remember what? The prick from the pin, the trip and fall from the steps, all the tiny, tiny negative things mind will register. You're all married, right? And sometimes there will be little argument between husband and wife, right? And the partner brings the history from 20 years back. How many of you have got this experience? The issue from the day 1 of marriage, even from that engagement day will come out. Yes or no? That problem was over. We have shaken hand and salt, had a nice dinner, everything was over. But mind will never erase it. It will bring back His mind has a crazy tendency of registering negative things and replaying it again and again and again. Imagine we are some 50-60 people in this hall. Suddenly one Prabhuji walks in, one Prabhu comes in and scolds all of us, and we feel very bad. Next day when we see him, Swayam Prakash Prabhu, mind will say, Monday evening he scolded you. Then after 1 week you see him on the street, mind will say, you remember last week he scolded you. Even after 1 year, the mind will say, remember that last year when we had program, he spoke like that. How many times he scolded?
1 time.
How many times mind has registered and replayed? Who is your real enemy? Manayeva Manushyana Karanam Bandha Mokshay. Uddaret Atmanatmanam Atmanam Avasadayet Atmaiva Hi Atmano Bandhu Atmanam Ripuratmana. Your enemy is nowhere else. He is where Kantimala and Tilak sitting inside you only. Manapparam Karanama Mananti Samsara Chakram Parivartayetyat. You are the reason for all your problems. So anger, it will reduce 12 minutes. It will register all the negative things in life. The relation between brain and tongue will get cut. These are all some results of anger. Then the second is ego. Do we have ego? Did I tell you the example yesterday? How we blame. An egoistic person will never accept his mistake. This is a sign of ego. How many of us have ego? Well, all of us. The mind will never accept his mistake. Like I was telling you the other day, till 25 we grow like this, and after 25 we grow sideways. Then what happens? You can't wear your old clothes. And what do we say? I don't know about other places. I am from Kerala. Then people will say, dresses become small. In Kerala they say, Tamil also, Satta Sinara. Then they will never say, I have grown fat. Whose mistake is that? Shirt's mistake. That's what. They don't say, I have grown fat. Satta Sinara. Sometimes when you walk on the street, not here in India, back in India, you have pebbles, thorns, you have sharp stones. Something will hurt you. Then you will start moving, limping. Somebody will ask what happened. We'll say, the thorn pricked me. Which means the thorn came running to me, searched for me, and pricked me. Which statement is right? Thorn pricked you or we stabbed the thorn?
We stabbed the thorn.
But I have never heard anybody saying. So this is a sign of ego which will never accept its mistake. This is the duty of ego. The moment somebody is trying to point fingers at you, ego will immediately form a compound again, wall against you, and it will never accept. No, it's because of him, because of he, because of she. Somehow push it back. And another sign of ego is to exaggerate things. Exaggerate things. Like we have a program, maybe 100 people are here. Somebody, how was the program? Wow, 300 people. Add a little masala, right? Sometimes we are stuck in traffic. Prabhuji, what happened? You were so, I got stuck for and maybe 10 minutes you got stuck in the traffic. But what we'll say? 1.5 hours. How many of us have did these kind of leelas in life? Exaggerating. And knowingly we get some kind of mental massage when we speak a lie. And feel very soothing, very happy when we say it. But it's normal things, it's okay. But sometimes in serious things also we do this. Sign of ego. So Ramayana. So this is what, when we come out of this ego, anger, slowly, it may not be possible overnight, then we can worship Preeti Purvakam. Ramayana beautifully explains about 3 kinds of anger. Kshipra, short temper. What do you say for short temper in Tamil? Munko, short temper. Kshipra, short temper. Then controlled anger, the second one. You get angry, but still, okay, I'll talk to you later, okay? I'm very controlled anger. And the third is something called spiritual anger. There are 3 levels. Short temper, controlled anger, and spiritual anger. Short temper, it's very dangerous. And Ramayana says Lakshmana was taught as an example for short temper. So don't think, okay, Lakshmana himself was like that, and it's okay, no problem. No, it's a lesson. Lakshmana gets furious. Whenever anybody insults Ram, say anything against Ram, Lakshmana will get him on their case. Short temper. One day, Lakshmana took his sword and screamed, I will kill that old man, rip his skin from the body, and throw him to the jackals and wolves. Whom is he referring about? His father. Because his father wanted Ram to go to jungle for 14 years. Took his sword, Whenever he gets furious, Ram will say, Lakshmana, sit down. Why are you so disturbed? Once I was traveling in Bangalore, I saw a nice advertisement, government advertisement about no smoking. So there's one man stylishly holding a cigarette, and the wordings are, one end of the cigarette is fire, and the other end of the cigarette got a fool. Very nice advertisement. On one end there is fire, and the other end there is a fool. Anger is like that. It will destroy. See, sometimes we get angry and we get into a severe argument. We may win the argument. We may establish our statement. But you come back, you won't be able to sleep peacefully. Even though you have won the argument. Immediately all kinds of things will arise. So Lakshmana became furious, took the sword, he wanted to kill his father. Ram said, sit down. Why are you so wild? Come on, whatever our father does is good for us. Lakshmana, And they went to jungle, 14 years. And one day he saw Bharata coming in the jungle with the whole army of Koshala Desha, Yodhya, Raghuvamsha army. Because he can easily make out from the flag. The flag has got sun sign. So the army with the ministers and 3 mothers, Bharata and Shatrughna. Lakshmana thought, Bharata is coming to jungle to punish us. He jumped from the top of the tree with the sword, shield, spear, gada, everything. That traitor, that wretched soul has come to jungle. I will show him who I am. I will chop his body into 100 pieces and throw him into Sari. Ram said, what are you doing? Come on, sit down, Lakshmana. I know Bharata as I know myself. Bharata is a reflection of me. He is coming all the way to beg and take us back to Ayodhya. Calm down, Lakshmana. Then suddenly in the crowd he saw Kanki. Again pulled his sword. She is the reason for everything. I will whip her, I will kill her, I will throw her to jackal. Ram said, come on, sit down, Lakshmana. Anger is something very dangerous. Who is Ravana? Ravana means, the word Ravana means a man who makes other people cry. What is Ravana? Suppose a husband comes in the morning, he's about to leave to his office 8 o'clock, waiting for breakfast. And if he's asking his wife, see, I'm getting late, I have to go, can I get my breakfast sooner? Then it's okay, normal. If the same person, I have been waiting, you are irritating me to the core, I'm going to give you one slap. Then, some people know to get things done only by raising voices and fighting. This is the Ravana attitude. He can politely ask, do you know anybody like that? For everything they raise their voice, scream, yell, demand, and get it done. You know people like that? Sometimes we may have somebody at home also. Maybe we ourselves are like that also. So Ram told Lakshmana, don't get angry. I will tell you the story of Kaikeyi. And Lakshmana asked, what? Ram said, Kaikeyi was the daughter of Maharaja Kaikeya. And when she was 1 year old baby, Manthara, Kuni, the hunchback woman, Manthara, was the wet nurse. In those days, no hospitals. When somebody becomes pregnant, the ladies will come home, stay for a couple of months, help in delivery, and take care, the first aid, all take care. Then when they go back, they take little money, rice, and they were called wet nurse. She is one among the 7 mothers. The real mother, wet nurse, Rajapatni, Brahmana Patni, Guru Patni, Datri, river, cow, these are all the mothers. Wet nurse, in English they say, midwife. Yeah. So Manthara was the midwife, Kuni. Then this king had a very special talent. He can understand the language of birds. There are many people. Sometimes the dogs understand whatever the master says. Just by looking at the face, the dog will understand. The parrots can speak back. Animals also sometimes relate nicely. I have physically seen the cows crying. You know, the cows, they are dragged into the truck in India they are going to take it to the slaughterhouse and chop them. The animals will know that. The cow will really cry. They know that. So, this king, Kaikeya Raja, can understand the language of birds. So one day he was sitting in the garden and 2 birds were chit-chatting and the king was smiling and listening to the conversation. The queen came and said, what are you sitting alone in the garden and smiling? People may think you have gone fool. Mad. Said, how sweet the birds are talking. So many nice things they are talking. Then the queen said, can you share with me about the conversation? Then the king said, no, it's a special boon to me. If I share with someone else, I will die. The queen said, no problem, you tell me the story. Then king realized, I have got death next to me. In those days, you can easily find out a mad person. Some 20 years back and all. They will have torn shirt, they behave a little funny. You can very easily identify who is a mad person. Now you marry and after 20 years you really go, he was mad. You realize very late. So queen said that's okay. Then the king was very upset. He sent the queen away and gave the 1-year-old baby girl to Manthara. And the king said, From today, she is your life and soul. You should bring this baby. Not an ant should bite Kaikeyi. You should protect her with your own life. So from that day, Kaikeyi was brought up by Manthara. Manthara doesn't know any big thing. She was a simple lady nurse. So she was always overprotective about Kaikeyi. Anything happens, she will go immediately protect. Lakshmana, Manthara brought up Kaikeyi. What more can you expect from them? They had just become selfish and overprotective, that is all. And the result of it, we are going to jungle. What is the point in getting angry with the person in ignorance? Donkeys. They have very special talent. Donkeys are very special. The only animal in the whole universe who can walk backwards. Have you ever seen? The donkey can walk back. That's why it's called mad animal, foolish. Because the dhobi, the laundryman, will tie all the clothes and he will beat the donkey. Donkey will protest. How does that protest? It will walk backwards. The donkey doesn't know now he has to walk extra and go right. If he is walking backwards, he's going to get more beatings and he has to cover that area also. Right? So, what can you expect from an ignorant person? Lakshmana, leave away your anger. See, we also, when we read Ramayana, we get angry against Kaikeyi. But once we know the reality, we can come out of it. That is why we should not jump into conclusions. We should never jump into conclusions without a proper research. Once a man went to, ENT doctor. He went and complained to the doctor, my wife is deaf. Can you give her some medicine? Then the doctor said, bring your doctor. Yeah, please come forward. Or you can shake and sit in the seat. Thank you for coming on a working day. Everybody stop. Yeah, he went to the doctor and said, my wife is deaf, can you give some medicine? The doctor said, bring your wife. Then the husband said, no, I have tried explaining to her, she never accepts. On the other hand, she is calling me deaf. How can I bring her? Then the doctor said, okay, then that's a complicated case. At least you do one thing. You go and find out how far she can hear and how far she can't hear. At least measure the distance. The husband said, that I can do. So he went home and he saw his wife is doing something in the kitchen. So from the door he said, my dear, I have come early. What is there for dinner? Pin drop silence, no answer. Okay, she can't hear. He moved another first 10 steps. Then he said, my dear, what have you made for dinner? No answer. Okay, she couldn't hear. He moved further, very close to kitchen. Okay, I've been repeating this again and again. Have you made anything for dinner? No answer. Oh my God, she can't hear. Then he went and stood very close to her, next to her, and asked, I've been repeating this again and what have you made for dinner? She turned back, gave a tough look and said, roti, 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 roti. 4 times I answered. So who is really that? This guy was deaf. And for so many years he's thinking she is deaf. This is our mind. Except me, everyone is at fault. I am the one and only right person. And if at all I do some mistake, Krishna will understand. This is the mentality. So this is Kshipra Kobha, short temper. Lakshmana, beautifully depicted in his life. What is short temper? Very dangerous. It can destroy all the noble qualities in life. Everything will be destroyed. Shiktakola. And the second one?
Control.
3 levels of anger.
Control anger.
Controlled anger. Bharata is the example. So, when Bharata came back, when the whole episode of Ram going to jungle, all this was going on, Bharata was not there in Ayodhya. He has gone to his uncle's place. And one day, Bharata could all of a sudden feel his left eyebrow twitching. You say twitching? Sometimes twitching? Yeah. Left eyebrow started twitching. Left shoulder started twitching. You know? It is a lakshana in scriptures for a man. If some left thing starts shivering, shaking left part of his body, something bad is going to happen. If the right part shakes, something good is going to happen. And for a woman, it's the other way. For them, if the left shakes, something good is going to happen. Right? So Bharata was so uneasy from the morning because his left body, left side is twitching, and then he told Shatrugna, something wrong in Ayodhya, let me rush. You come slowly, but I'm going to go. Then Bharata came to Ayodhya, and the whole city, there was no lamp in any house, nobody has a lamp. Ladies are not singing songs, Brahmanas are not chanting mantras, no auspicious sign. And people are looking at him and not even smiling. Then he entered the palace, he understood his father passed away. No ministers, servants, servant maids, none of them smiled at Bharata because they all thought son and mother jointly spoiled the whole thing. There is a beautiful line sung by an Alvar in Tamil. தாயினும் ஆயின செய்யும் நலம் தரும் சொல்லை நான் கண்டு கொண்டேன் நாராயணாவெனும் நாமம். Means even mother's love can turn dangerous but not the holy name. In this case it has become true. Will a mother think bad for any children? Never. But in this case, mother's love has turned into a curse for Bharata. Next 14 years, Bharata never lived happy. He lived in a pit. He thought, my brother is sleeping in the jungle on the dry leaves. How can I enjoy the luxury of palace? So Bharata lived inside a pit. He took a pit, dug a pit and lived there. Simply eating barley soaked in cow urine one hand every day. That's how Bharata lived. Who is the reason for all that? His mother Kaikeyi. Petra Tayinum. Even mother's love can become dangerous. Not the holy, never the holy name. So, Bharata was very angry. Only Kaikeyi smiled and came and hugged Bharata and said, Bharata, the sun has risen in our life. Our life is going to shine like a sun. You are going to be the ruler, and I have sent Bharata to jungle for 14 years. Ram to jungle for 14 years. Literally, Bharata threw his mother against the wall. And he took his sword and said, I am not killing you. Just because if I punish you, Ram will show this as the reason and he will never come back. By the time Shatrugna is dragging Manthara, and she was so scared, Manthara. So Shatrugna was dragging her. My dear brother, Kaikeyi is not the reason. This lady is the reason for everything. Bharata said, just leave her. We don't want to punish them and get into more trouble. Controlled anger is far better. We may get disturbed, but we use our gyan, knowledge, and just keep quiet. Or go aloof for some time. If you're very disturbed, take your japamala and go for a peaceful walk somewhere. Be away, so that the mind calms down. And what is the third level of anger? Am I boring you?
No.
Third one?
Spiritual anger.
don't know what it is, but there's something called spiritual anger. We have never experienced in our life. There is an anger, it seems, spiritual anger. If you get that, it's like somebody saying, yesterday I was so disturbed and so angry, I cleaned the entire house, washed the clothes and cooked everything and kept ready. Have you ever heard anything like that? It never happens to us. For us, anger means destruction. Or immediately we will become like a Mounty yogi and all. How are you? Had food. What are you going to do? Suddenly, some people become like a yogi monk. They get disturbed, some people don't talk. And some people go on, they keep on talking all the 24 hours. So there is something called spiritual anger. Hanuman is the example. In Ramayana, you know that story. Ravana set fire on Hanuman's tail, right? So Hanuman was holding the tail and thinking, how can I use this fire in Ram's seva? His tail has got fire. And he's thinking, how can I use this fire in Ram's seva without wasting it? This is spiritual anger, right? Imagine you are in the kitchen and your dress catches fire. Will you think, okay, let me not waste this fire? You will set fire to the whole kitchen, right? So spiritual anger is a person with complete self-control. No emotion overrides them. Did I tell you the example of Socrates? His wife came and dropped water on him. So cool. Till yesterday thundered and today it rained. The level of self-control to say that statement, Hanuman was. Nobody had seen him ever getting angry. Hanuman got angry. He burnt Lanka. We also get angry. We burn our own house. That is the difference. He burned the enemy's place, we will burn our house. Right? So Aram says, so cool, so self-controlled. Hanuman jumped from one tower to another and set fire to whole Lanka. After finishing the job, he took his tail and dipped in the ocean. He was not bothered about getting off from the fire. What we will do, imagine your cloth gets fire, what do you do? First thing, how to get rid of this? He was so calm, setting whole Lanka in fire and finally going, it's Atma-niyantrana, complete mastery of self. He has mastered, he has controlled himself. So 3 levels of anger. Kshiprabodha, controlled and spiritual. Prabhupada was sometimes used to get spiritual anger. Spiritual anger means he will publish more books, he will distribute more books, preach more. That is how Prabhupada was doing that. Once he gave an impossible task to his disciples. Publish 9 volumes of Chaitanya Charitamrita in 11 months. He said, I am coming for just 2 months. Devotees could not do anything. Because to bring Chaitanya Charitamrita, they want Bengali text. Bengali text getting in 1975 in Los Angeles is something, it's impossible. Prabhupada said, I am coming for Ram Navami. When is Ram Navami? Just 2 months ahead. I want all the 9 books published. He set a target. Even today it is impossible. Suppose we call a devotee and say, publish 9 different books like this in 2 months. Is it possible? Even today it's not possible. Prabhupada set targets and devotees did all those things. Spiritual anger. When we dovetail, we make it disturbed. So, when we get irritated, when we get disturbed, when we get hurt, the first thing mind suggests you is go away from devotee community. Never do that. You can take a break for 2 days, 3 days, but don't go away. Come back. Do more seva. Power will increase. Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram
Ragupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram
Ragupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram
Ragupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Jagat Baladev Shukra Maharani ki Jai. So second line says Preeti Purvakam. So with love and devotion. One is showing love towards God, and the second is showing love towards the fellow members. How many of you meet Krishna daily, speak to him daily, serve him, cook and offer him nice things, and he says thank you to you? How many of you got this experience every day? No. Right? We cook whatever we like and ask Krishna to eat, and we don't know whether Krishna liked it or not. And then finally says, all Bhagavan Prasad, happily we eat all. Krishna very clearly says in 2 shloka. You know the shloka? Yajna Sishtasina Santo Muchante Sarvakil Vishai. What does that mean? If somebody offers in yajna, I will remove the sin from that food. Very important. When a Brahmana offers things in fire, when a lady cooks at kitchen, the grain will carry the consciousness of the person who cooks. The grain will carry the consciousness. Anybody been to Chennai? Many of you. Welcome to the incredible India. Okay? In Chennai, if you evening you can go on the roadside, all over India you will see, cooks cooking, Sometimes they make that parota, like that. North India, you go there, you make all the pav bhaji, pani puri, everything, You can see the cook, He took bath some 2 weeks back. That's all. And that chef, will be cooking, and suddenly the boss will say, "Arey, add some salt. The vada doesn't have salt." No salt, okay. And that's what we eat. The food, a man who drops grain in the fire, yajna arthat. If a man, that's what Brahmanas do in Havan, yajna, they offer grain, they offer. Anybody who offers grain in that fire, the grain will carry the consciousness of the person. That is why we offer, because the farmer sows the seed and takes the grain, right? And the farmer says it is 10 rupees, say in the Indian calculation. The buyers in India, do they happily pay 10 rupees or they bargain for 8 rupees?
Bargain.
And the farmer will say, get lost, take, pay the money and take, right? So the grain will carry the consciousness of the farmer. Then the grain will carry the consciousness of the trader, the salesman, and finally the cook in the restaurant. Somebody is cooking. What does he think? Today 7:30, Swayam Prakash Prabhu is going to come and eat. Let me cook with love and affection. Does he cook like? He will be adding salt like that. And you eat that. What is that finally what you are eating? Yajnata or Yajnasishtasana Santo Muchante Sarvaki Vishai. And the next slide. Unjate Tetva Agam Papa Yo Paschanti Atma Karana. When you eat for selfish reason, you verily eat only sin, Arjuna. What is that in the plate? 2 idli sin and 1 cup chutney sin. 2 roti sin and 1 bhaji sin. Sin only, Arjuna. Because the grain carries the consciousness of so many people.
But
That is why, yeah.
But if we offer it to Krishna, all the sin in the food is gone.
Sure. Thank you. When we offer it to Krishna, what happens? Yajnata karmano anyat. So yajnasishtasana is muchante sarva. Krishna, what? He cleans off that food. Then it becomes, no, it becomes pure. You understand? Then there is another shloka which says, in the shloka, Krishna Jagannath Baladev shloka. In this shloka, Krishna does not say the food had become prasad. What Krishna says, remove the sin. Sarva kilbishai, I have removed the sin. The food has become pure. In another shloka, Krishna says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome with love bhaktya prayachati. Tadaham, what I will take? Tadaham bhakti upadakam. Your idli, apple and all comes back only. He is not taking that. What he has taken out of it? Bhakti. Then it becomes prasad. Could you make out the difference between two? When you offer mechanically, it becomes pure. When you offer with love, it becomes prasad. Krishna explained 2 different shlokas. So what you have eaten today is pure food or prasad? Pure food or prasad? How do we offer it to? Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Namo Brahmanya Devaya. Come on, get ready, yaar. Have you seen? Okay, packing. Is it pure food or prasad? When we offer mechanically, Mahalakshmi Mataji, Lakshmi, she's not here? Oh, I have something. She gave me lunch today. I won't ask her. Which shlokas she follows today. Yeah. So mechanically, when you offer, it becomes still Krishna is very merciful. What does he do? He removes all this, right? Gora, breakfast. What breakfast you took today? Pure food or prasad?
Pure food, I offered.
You offered it. So it's not prasad? You don't
I
know?
offered it how as good as I can.
Oh, then it's prasad. So, When we offer mechanically, it becomes a pure thing. When we offer with love and devotion, it becomes Preeti Purvakam. It's very important. Japa should be done Preeti Purvakam. Right? And Krishna is not going to accept all this directly. When you do it among devotees, Krishna becomes very happy. See, we all have, I don't know whether I said this, I don't know whether I said it. We all have Krishna Bhakti in our heart. It is there. It's inside a box. And the box is locked. And the key is kept in some other devotee's heart and you don't know whose heart it is. Know how to open the box. Every one of us have got Bhakti. No, Bhakti is inside a dabba box. And the box is locked. And the key is in somebody's heart. And somebody's key is in your heart. Your key is in somebody's heart. Now how to open the box? How to open the box? Huh? You have to be good with everyone. I am in good terms with 99 devotees and fought with one devotee. Unfortunately, he has got everything. What to do? Preeti Purvakam. The way we express affection genuinely with our fellow devotees will reflect in bhakti towards Krishna. There is no process where I love Krishna and hate other people. It's not possible. It is not possible. That is why it is very important to have strong devotee relationship. Can I take 5 more minutes?
Yes.
Very important to have very thick devotee relationship. Bandhu, Mitra, Sakha, Sukrit. These are 4 levels of friendship. Starts with Bandhu. Who is a Bandhu? The moment he sees you, Haribol, how are you? I didn't see you for so many days. That's all he knows and he forgets you. You know? Just Bandhu, where you see him in a marketplace. Bandhu. One level higher is Mitra. Mitra is a person who genuinely feels wishes good for you. Sometimes, very deeply, we enjoy others' failures. Or we are jealous about others' success. Another devotee working with you, living next to you, all of a sudden he became rich. He bought second house, third house, bought second car, he bought property in India, property here. All of a sudden he became so rich. How many of you will genuinely feel a prick inside? No one. All of you are from Vaikuntha. Genuinely we feel a bit jealous. Yes, sir. We are uncomfortable at others' success. You know? Then we come to know he lost big money. He said, "Thank God." We feel very happy. This is not a mitra. Who is a mitra? Genuinely, honestly, he wishes good for us. How many of us are fortunate to have mitras in life? Many of you. How many of you honestly say, I don't have anybody, I'm all alone? Then the third is Sakha. Krishna uses all these words against Arjuna. Bhakto sine Sakha cheti. Sukrit, you are my best friend. Sakha, who is Sakha? A man who's always stands shoulder to shoulder. Don't worry, what's up? I am with you, I am coming, I'm taking you. What's the problem? I am there for you. It doesn't just not only in words, in reality. Always stands by me, stands with me, shoulder to shoulder, in thick and thin. That is a Sakha. How many of you are fortunate to have Sakhas like that in life? Yeah, good. Then the fourth, the last is Sukrit, a man who shares the heart. Sukrit, in Tamil, in Malayalam, South Indian languages, brother is called Sahodara. Udara means stomach. Saha Udara means one who shares the stomach. brother, sister, sahodara, sahodari, one who shares the stomach. Suhrit, one who shares your heart. Paramatma also lives in heart, Jivatma also. Both me and God, both of us are living in the heart. One who shares the heart means he is ready to sacrifice anything in his life for the pleasure of others. Like Gopi. Once Krishna said, I got headache. And Narada asked, what is the medicine for your headache? Krishna told, bring me the dust from my devotee's feet. And Narada went and asked so many people. They all said, we will go to hell. How can we put our leg on Krishna's head? We will go to hell. Gopi started collecting bags and bags. Narada said, we'll all go to hell. That's okay, no problem. Let Krishna's headache be. Let my existence be completely challenged and ruined and questioned, but my friendship will happen. Do we have friends like that? No. Only Krishna is the best friend. Arjuna, I am the greatest benefactor and nobody else beyond. So, among Pandavas, we will conclude others. Among Pandavas, two were very thick friends. Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva. Out of 5, 2 were very thick friends. Who are? Nakula, Arjuna, Sahadeva? No. Nakula, Sahadeva. There is a clue in the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. There is a clue. Who are the best friends? Correct. Bhima and Arjuna. You can see many shlokas in first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. These 2 words will come together. Bhima, Arjuna. In some places in Karnataka and Andhra, people are named as Bhima, Arjuna. Like we name Radha Krishna, Sitaram, Lakshmi Narayan. Some people are named Bhima, Arjuna. Welcome to Kerala. Many are named as Ravana, Shishupal, Gandharva. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. In Kerala, there are people by name Shishupala, Ravana. There is a temple for Duryodhana. They offer liquor and fish in Kerala. Welcome to God's own country. So, in some places, people have this name called Bhima Arjuna. They are the best friends. They are always together. So when Kunti Maharani was so young, when the children were young, Pandavas were young, Kunti will feed them food and put them to sleep. Some children don't sleep in they're talking all night. Bhima Arjuna will not sleep. All the other 3 will sleep. Bhima and Arjuna will talking. Then one day Vidura came, uncle, Mahatma. So Kunti was crying. Vidura, what and all torture we have got. Our families put in all kinds of challenges, and Vidura said, my dear queen, I don't know, I don't have an answer. But one thing I can guarantee you, you have Yudhishthira as your son. As long as Dharmaraj is with you, no misery can fall upon you. Be strong. And these 2 words are hearing that, listening to that. Who? Bhima and Arjuna. They didn't sleep. Then many years passed away. Then one day Bhima became furious. All because of Yudhishthira. He went and played this game of time. We lost our kingdom, we lost our wife, we lost everything. Look at us now. And Bhima gets wild if he doesn't get food. Many Hare Krishna devotees are Bhima's followers. Sometimes we change the name, International Society for Kitchen Conscious. Because any festival, first we discuss about prasad. Other things follows later. Right? So, Bhima gets wild. He pulled his sword. I'm going to punish Yudhishthira. I'm going to kill Yudhishthira. All because of him. He went and played this game, and look at us now. Then immediately Arjuna said, Bhima, sit down. I'll tell you a story. Bhima, what story? You remember when we were very young? One day we were sleeping. Then Vidura came. Mother said, as long as Yudhishthira is there, nothing will fall back on us. Then after some time, again he will get angry. Immediately Arjuna will say, Bhima, sit down and tell you a story. You remember we were young, we were sleeping, Arjuna, Bhima. Every time Bhima gets disturbed, Arjuna will bring him down, calm him down. Then what happened? Arjuna was cursed to become a eunuch. Brahmana, neither man nor woman. You remember in Mahabharata he got a curse? Arjuna became neither man nor woman. Nowadays all ladies wear men's clothes, no problem. They all wear pant, shirt, Luckily, men has not started wearing sari. They are sticking on to their dress only. Imagine a man like Arjuna, powerful warrior, who can fight with Yama, who can fight with the Lord Shiva, such a macho soldier, become a eunuch, wearing all skirt and Lady Mataji's dress and teaching dance. Understand his emotion. I don't know, somehow I don't like men doing Bharatanatyam. Because after some time they walk also like that. They walk and talk. Some influences there. You have seen all the men doing Bharatanatyam. They talk like that. Doesn't suit them. Arjuna, a person, a warrior, soldier, Kshatriya, became a dance teacher wearing all Mataj. He became wild. He told Bhima, all this because of Yudhishthira. If I get my Gandiva back, I will rip him off. Bhima said, Arjuna, sit down and tell your story. Real friends. This is what we want in Bhakti. The moment one gets disturbed, immediately the other one comes into protection. But what kind of friends do we have now? Yeah, I'm also coming. Come, let's go. Both of us will try and fight. They will add more fuel to the fire. It's great. It's a big fortune to have such genuine Vaishnava friends. Very, very important. Right? So, Prabhupada has given this wonderful community of saintly people. Devotees are saints or they are practicing saints. Saints doesn't mean they are all going to jungle. Internally very sober, very calm, very sweet. So we are ever thankful to Srila Prabhupada for that. And the last shloka speaks about Krishna says, I give them unconditional mercy and save them. For the devotees who perform sadhana and serve me with love and devotion. Tesham evanukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhaswata tesham evanukam partham aham ajnanajam tamaha nashayami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhaswata. So any devotee who sincerely practice, I give my special mercy and deliver him from all ignorance. Hare Krishna, thank you so much. Any comments, any questions? Jayadeva and Padmavati. You have another 5 minutes? Sure? Okay. So Jayadeva and Padmavati are the only couple who continue in Vaikuntha as husband and wife. The only mortal couple who continue in Vaikuntha also as husband and wife. How many Prabhus want the same wife in the next life also? 1, Some of them didn't even understand. How many Prabhujis want the same wife again? Next slide. I can see some Prabhujis are looking at it. Voice raising. Okay, how many ladies want the same husband again? Sure? Okay, many of them are not respected. So that is why in wedding, the Brahmana, the person who conducts the wedding will pray and say, let the couple live like Rukmini Krishna. Let the couple live like Lakshmi Narayana. Let the couple live like Uma and Maheshwara. And last they will say, let them live like Jayadev and Padmavati. They are the only couple who continue as husband and wife in spiritual world. Jayadev was a sannyasi. Originally he was a sannyasi. One day he was standing and Jayadev was a great devotee. When he was 5-year-old boy, he will every day rush to the Gurukula. He will not miss school even one day. So Jayadev's father became very happy. Next day he met the guru teacher on the street and said, "You are teaching so nicely. My son loves to be in the school and he's always rushing to the school. Thank you so much." And the guru said, "The day your son joined the Gurukula, I have closed from the Gurukula. But last 1 year, neither he comes to school nor he allows other children to come to school." And the father was surprised when he went to his home. He saw another farmer standing and said, "Your children came to my paddy field and my banana, this thing, and they were conducting drama because children always join and gather to Ramayana drama, Mahabharata drama, this, that." And father said, "What is wrong in that? They were just having drama in your field. What is wrong?" "Yeah, they were having drama only. But yesterday they conducted Lanka Dahana drama. Burning Lanka. They burned the whole paddy field." This is how Jayadev was. One day father was so wild, he caught him. "What this Ramayana and Mahabharata got stuck in your head? You are so young, wasting your entire life in all these things." And the boy said, "I believe." "What proof you have? Why do you believe Vyasa and Shukadev, all this so much?" And the 5-year-old Jayadev told a story. There are 10 houses in a lane. And all the 10 houses got dogs. A thief entered the first house. The dog barked. Immediately the second house dog also barked, but the dog didn't see the thief. Then the third one barked, then the fourth one barked, all the 10 dogs barked, and the thief ran away. But the dog at the 10th house got no idea about the thief. It simply barked because the first dog. If the dogs have so much faith in the first dog, why can't I believe Vyasa and Sukha? Father was stuck. After that, he never tried to stop his son. Jayadev became sannyasi at a young age. He became a sannyasi. And one day he was standing in front of Jagannath and praying. Right in front of him, an elderly Brahmana was standing and praying. "Krishna, Jagannath, I served you entire life. I am a poor Daridra Brahmana. Now I have got a daughter, she is at a marriageable age. Somehow conduct my daughter's wedding." Jagannath said, "My dear Brahmana, the man is standing right behind you." And the Brahmana turned back and nobody wants sannyasi. There is no one, just a sannyasi is there. Jagannath said, "He is the groom. Get your daughter married." "How will I go and ask a sannyasi? It is a papa, it's offense." No, it's my order, go and ask. Jagannath told. So the Brahmana said, Jagannath has ordered like this, I want to give my daughter to you. And the sannyasi said, "I am a sannyasi. I got an empty hand. I have nothing. What guarantee I can provide you that your daughter will be happy?" Father also felt that is true. He told Jagannath, see, he's saying like that. What should I do? And Jagannath told him, he is speaking the truth. So blindly send your daughter with him. He will take care because he is not using Photoshop and painting himself and cheating your daughter. So finally, under Jagannath's order, Jayadev and Padmavati got married. And what does Jayadev do whole day and night? Sit and write songs about Krishna. He used to visualize all the pastimes in Goloka. They are glorified because husband and wife did not have anything in privacy. Sometimes we go to preach in some house. We will be talking to the men, and in kitchen, different vessels will drop. Each one has got a different message. If a spoon drops, the message is something only the husband will understand. If a big vessel drops, suddenly the face of the husband will change. Prabhuji, 1 second. Jayadev and Padmavati, they didn't have anything in private because they had simply Krishna. That is all. Jayadev will be glorifying Krishna and writing songs. Padmavati will be singing about Krishna and cooking. That is all. Some days they will have nothing to eat. He will be writing songs, she will be singing, and they are so happy. You know. And Jayadev, not much. He wrote some, I think, 3 crore, 4 crore songs for me. That's all. That's all he wrote. The famous ones are Gita Govinda, Ashtapati, Dashavatara Stotra, all these are very famous. And Jayadev is the one and only Acharya accepted by all the Sampradayas and all the temples. Jagannath Baldev Shubhra Maharani ki. In Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya we glorify Jayadev. Sri Vaishnavas glorify Jayadev. Nimbarka Sampradaya, all Sampradaya unanimously accepted only one Acharya, and he is Jayadev Goswami. You go to Dwaraka, they sing Ashtapadi. You go to Badrinath, they sing Ashtapadi. You go to Jagannath Puri, they sing Gita Govinda. All temples, all Sampradaya unanimously accepted Jayadev. No difference. So one day Padmavati was cooking. You know, and Jayadev wrote that Krishna massages Radharani's feet. Then he's like, how can Krishna massage Radha? Then he went to take bath in Ganga. And by the time Krishna came as Jayadev, then Jayadev, the real Jayadev, when he went to Ganga, he said, Padmavati, I am going to take a dip, get my lunch ready. He said, okay. The moment Jayadev went, Krishna came in the form of Jayadev and said, I am very hungry. Padmavati said, you are about to take a dip in Ganga. No, I will take a dip later, you give me food. Then Padmavati happily served Krishna, Jayadev. Then Krishna asked, what is this? How did you make this Sakshi? What all ingredients have you added? This is so nice, this is so sweet. Padmavati is wondering, this man has never told anything like that. Krishna is happily glorifying Padmavati. Give me more, give me more, give me that, give me this. And Padmavati felt strange because Jayadev never asked anything like that, you know. Because the Matajis will stand next to the husband. How is that? Husband, all good. No, that preparation I made special. Yeah, all nice. Why don't you smile and say, oh, this is what goes on in every house, Leela. But that day Jayadev glorified Padmavati. Then the real Jayadev came and said, Padmavati, I am so hungry, get me food. Padmavati is wondering what happened to you. Then just now you ate and left. Jayadev said, me? Then he got a doubt. He ran to his palm leaf. He saw Krishna has rewrote everything. Krishna massages Radharani. Immediately Jayadev had tears and said, Padmavati, you are so glorious, you are so fortunate. Krishna personally took another next poem. Next poem he wrote, Padmavati, you are so fortunate. And another poem he wrote, Krishna, what sin I have done? You came and ate from her hand and you did not give me darshan. Next poem. And next day, Padmavati was cooking in kitchen. Krishna came and sat next to Padmavati and started scratching, small baby boy, scratching. And Padmavati asked, I think your husband is a bit jealous about you. You know, Krishna was trying to create a friction. This is the pastime. Anyway, the poverty multiplied and finally they have to leave the house. One day they went out of house empty-handed. And Jagat told Padmavati, I'm so sorry. You married me. I could give you no wealth in your life. Look at it. Right? Padmavati said, I did not expect anything from you. But promise me one thing. I am sure you will go back to Vaikuntha. When you are going, don't forget me. Take me with you. Right? Saying this, Padmavati said, no, I forgot something, let me go and take. Jayadev said, just now I glorified you. She ran inside the house and she brought Madhav with her. Even today you go to Jaipur, there's a place called Kanaka Vrindavan. Anybody been to Jaipur? Prabhu is from Jaipur. There's a beautiful temple by name Kanaka Vrindavan. And that is where that Madhav worshipped by Jayadev is still there. Jayadeva Pranadhana Re Jayadeva Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radeva Re Puri, can I take another 5-6 minutes? If anybody is getting late, you can leave. I don't want to hold anybody. Tomorrow is a working day. You're getting late, you can leave. Or I should be. So, the king came to know about the Jayadev's poverty. Then the king invited Jayadev and Padmavati and gave so much of gifts, so much of gold. Jayadev said, I don't want, but the king forced and gave them gifts. So Jayadev was going back in a bullock cart with full of gold. 4 thieves they came. Somehow they got the information Jayadev is going with gold, they came. And Jayadev became so happy seeing the thieves. So come on, there's one more bag here, they take that gold also. This gold, Jayadev was getting rich. And the thieves were wondering, we have never seen anybody like this. You know, Jayadev was calling them and giving them, take, there's one more bag underneath here, there. And the thieves thought, maybe he's a spy from the king. So they caught Jayadev, chopped his arms and threw him inside a well. And Jayadev was crying and he wrote next to song. He composed next to song. Krishna, I said, I don't want bangle. You are so merciful, you took bangle and my hand also. So that I will never desire about bangle in my future. What a moving song he wrote. Then king came to know. He became so bad, very bad. King brought Jayadev back and took care of Jayadev, treating them nicely. And king thought, how can somebody like you, so pure, so soft, so gentle, a man with zero complaints about life, how are you? So this brought a very thick relationship between king and Jayadev. So day by day, king was spending more and more time with Jayadev, and the queen was not very happy about it. Then one day, on king's birthday, king was giving so much of gifts, and Jayadev was sitting next to him. And the 4 thieves were coming in a line to receive gifts. Immediately Jayadev said, those 4 are my spiritual masters, spiritual teachers, give them extra gold. And the thieves were wondering, Jayadev is telling something to the king. Maybe he is trying to get us caught. They became more alert. They came in the queue. And the king gave extra gold, extra so much. And Jayadev said, give them more, give them more. They are my spiritual masters. Not only that, sent 2 servants with them to carry the gold. Then the servants were going. The servants were wondering, you guys don't look like spiritual people, but our Jayadev was glorifying so much about you. What is the reason? Then the thieves said, they are all thieves. And you know Jagat? He's a leader. He's waiting for the right time. At the right time, he will kill the king and steal everything. The moment the thieves said this, earth shook open. Earth cracked. Earth shook open and sucked the four thieves. And the soldiers got scared. Even today, you go to Orissa, there is a Madhav temple you can go. It's a low-lying area. Earth sucked the thieves. That's why we should never speak bad about a devotee who's completely surrendered his life for Krishna. The thieves panicked. The soldiers got scared, panicked. They came running to the king and said, "This is what happened. This is what happened." The king asked, "Who are they? Who were they? Jayadev, please be honest. Tell us, what are you hiding?" Then Jayadev said everything. They chopped him. The king said, "How can a person be like you?" This incident made the king to get even more closer with Jayadev. The queen got really irritated. One day queen came to Padmavati and showed a cloth soaked in blood. And the queen said, "Padmavati, your husband Jayadev went with the king for hunting in jungle. A tiger attacked your husband and he's dead." She spoke a lie. Padmavati was not bothered at all. She said only one prayer. Jayadev, my dear husband, I begged only one thing from you. When you are going back to Godhead, to Vaikuntha Goloka, please take me. How could you leave me and go? She lifted her arms, screamed Krishna's name and led her life. After some time, Jayadev came. Jayadev said, "Padmavati, I thought we were together. We were going back to Godhead together. How could you leave me and go?" He also chanted Krishna's name and he also went. Then the king came. What a sinful wife I have got. Because of her childish behavior, because of her sin, look at these two great personalities are dead. He took the sword and committed suicide. Then Madhav came. I am here because all three of you are here. Now how can you people leave me and go? He brought all the three back. That's why Jayadev and Padmavati continue as husband and wife in Vaikuntha Station. Jagannath Swami ki Jai. Thank you so much. From the deep of my heart, I would like to express my thanks to the management of the temple, especially to Devakinandan Prabhu and all the senior devotees for giving me an opportunity. Hope to meet you in future also. Thank you, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai.